Let's bring our panel back in to discuss. Derrick, I want to start with you. Clearly, this doesn't seem to make any sense to most Americans. Even listening to the science and the science-in-chief, Dr. Fauci, he said that they're doing this in response to the breakthrough cases. We know here in New York, those breakthrough cases occur in 0.15% of the time. When in the world did we start making public policy that happens 0.15% of the time? That sounds like very weird science to me.
It is, but the thing about it is, Joe, and thanks for having me on this afternoon, this narrative that they're pushing is really, really strong. And it's got a lot of people convinced that they need to be wearing masks. I actually went to the dentist on Monday, and my dentist was very adamant. She said, Derrick, you need to be wearing your mask. I said, I'm vaccinated. She said, it doesn't matter, this Delta variant. And so she's pushing it. Everyone's pushing it. Then I'm coming home and listening to a local radio station. And out here in Northern Virginia, they're now requiring masks in different restaurants and stores. So I don't know where this is coming from. You know, we were told if we get vaccinated, you're going to be good. But now it looks like, they're almost trying to put this country back on lockdown again. So it appears.
So, Carl, I want to come to you because you just go through process of elimination here. If the directives are not about the science, then what are they actually about? Because when you start looking at where we're heading here, the trajectory, all of a sudden the children are wearing the masks. All of a sudden, well, they're going to send people door to door, nonpartisan groups, to start talking about the masks and the benefits of the vaccines. At some point, this seems like a political engagement in disguise.
Well, this is not about public health. This is about politics now. Just 2 days ago out here in California, Governor Gavin Newsom, who's facing a recall and is losing that recall right now, he's underwater, basically said the blame lies with Republicans who do not want to get a vaccine and who are putting everyone else at risk. He's literally politicizing it. 2 weeks ago, our own president, Joe Biden, stood on the White House lawn and said that unvaccinated Americans are literally killing people. He was not referring to Facebook. He said unvaccinated Americans are literally killing people. Those are his words, our president. This has become a battering ram to attack half of our country, or a segment of our country, about a third of our country, of individuals who's decided not to get the vaccine. And now they want to go after people who don't want to have the inconvenience and perhaps even the uncleanliness of having a face covering all the time on their face. And so this is about politics. It's not about public health. When you look at the science, it's quite clear that an unvaccinated individual really does not have to wear a mask, because the possibility of them transmitting the disease to someone else, at first, the possibility of them getting the disease is 88%. They have an 88% shield against it, according to the UK study, down from the 93% shield with the Alpha variant. So it literally is almost the same as Alpha and Delta variant. But the only reason why they would have to wear a mask as a vaccinated person is if somehow they not only were part of that, Delta variant that broke through the vaccine and then transmitted it to someone else who was unvaccinated. This is just lunacy. There's no scientific basis for it, and they know it.
Absolutely.
Joe, if I could just add one thing.
Go ahead.
Other thing with this is they are also, anyone who does not want to get a vaccine, they're immediately associated with Donald Trump and being a Republican. And that's the furthest thing from the truth, because I know a host of people who are not Donald Trump fans, or actually diehard Democrats, who are against getting this vaccine. For the most part, most people that I do know, they're Democrats, and they're against the vaccine. It's not Republicans, and it's not political.
Absolutely.
And it shouldn't be.
Not just people wearing red
and
Make
Joe,
America Great hats again.
Well,
I want to get Jesse in here, because we do have have some sound here from the president talking, or back when he was trying to get the gig, saying that he was not going to have these mandates. Take a listen.
No, I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory, but I would do everything in my power, just like I don't think masks have to be made mandatory nationwide. I'll do everything in my power as President of the United States to encourage people to do the right thing, and when they do it, demonstrate that it matters.
So, Jesse, we've gone from that to him effectively saying, get the shot if you're a federal employee, or get tested all day and night, or you basically will find yourself out of a job.
Yes, they have had zero continuity from the CDC, from Dr. Fauci, and this administration. When Joe Biden was running for president, he simply stated that who would want to take this shot, and he was undermining it because it was President Trump's success. He and Kamala against it. Now they're suddenly for it. This type of stop, go. And then the rules. We have literally heard that unless somebody sneezes on you, coughs on you, talks on you, where they're basically the air is right in your face, your odds of catching this are slim to zero. So what is this mask accomplishing if I'm supposed to be 6 feet apart anyway? There's been no consistency, and we don't even see the data on how masks are effective for these droplets. I don't think they could even prove it if they wanted to. It's disappointing for Americans to not be able to trust their government, because that's exactly what they have done.
Well, I think to that point, exactly, Jesse, it is the breakdown of trust that has led to the very hesitancy they claim they want to see less of. Going to have our panel stand by, have much more American agenda coming straight to you after the break here on Newsmax. Keep it locked.